All right, chat. We're back for another History of Dokkan video. This episode, we got the fourth year. This is episode 4. And right off the bat, January starts with a world tournament with whack rewards and whack awakenings. Nobody cares really. And then we start going to the fourth anniversary. We see Pan awaken into Pan. She was good at the time. I mean, she's good. I don't know, bro. If she's good today, she's probably trash. Um, And then we get Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Shout out to the second anniversary once again. So Goku and Vegeta, they came with Goku family 110. Was it? Oh no, sorry. Not 110. All right. They came with HP attack. Again, the best combo you want is HP and defense. And Vegeta came with this. Oh my god, dude. Bro, it's like they're avoiding HP and defense, bro. It's so stupid. But they also gave 120 to AGL and STR. They kind of so Goku actually. Goku was really good because he massively raised defense on both supers, which is 100% attack defense buff. But Vegeta, if we go to he only raised defense massively on 18 key, and he raised attack massively on um 12 key. They both had the ability that they get 2 key per rainbow or STR key spheres, which made it very easy for them to get key. Goku started with attack, Vegeta started with defense, and they both built up their respective buff over time, like every turn. And they also had the Super Saiyan 4 mechanic, medium chance to nullify enemy super attack. They also introduced the active skill, technically B-panded, but she was free to play, a free to play LR. These are the first premium units that introduce the active skills, where it just massively raises attack and it does damage. Um, Obviously here they don't stack, so it's not like today. You wanna see attacks like this, active skills like this. You want a unit that attacks. Also support really buffs this. And they had like a very good condition as well, just from the fourth turn from the start of battle. All right, so that's the anniversary units. Um, so that's that. So January ends with this. Not, I mean, this is like the beginning of January, so it ends with these guys coming through. And now we go to February. We get a new Battlefield LR here in Majub, and then we get part two. This is the first time where we are getting part two banner, separate from the anniversary units, where we get LR Goku, Pan, and Trunks, and LR Baby Vegeta here. What is this? Okay, LRB Pan and Trunks. They bring forth the Dragon Ball Seekers category, 150 and 90% to Super Int. They support on their super attack. What? Why am I not, bro? Why am I like this, bro? All right, sorry. They were Key 4 and 170 to stats. Dragon Ball Seekers. Dragon Ball Seekers at the time was not really all that. It was a brand new category. They supported on both super attacks. This is they did. Oh, sorry, it's not support. It's just they raised their defense on both super attacks. This is for 3 turns, which is good. They had this really good buff at the time for LRs with 21,000 attack. This is a big buff, and then additional attack when it's an ultra super, and then they get a key per Dragon Ball Seekers. They got an easy A, but we will get to that in uh, 3 years. We also got Baby. He introduced the artificial life forms, 130. I don't know why they didn't do 170. It's so lame. But they also gave. He also did extreme AGL. He did not raise defense or attack on his supers. He got a really good buff for an LR with 21,000 as well. He got extra attack if there's a pure Saiyans, and more attack if there's a hybrid Saiyans, and then he transforms into a great ape for 3 turns. Um, don't know, doesn't say, but we will get to his easy A in 4 years. Wow. All right. Okay, so we move past that. Then this is like a raid unit, not really all that impressive, so I'm not gonna go over it. We get to March. March is the end of March Saiyan Day. So the beginning of March, we get Kid Goku with DKP. This is the first Demon King Piccolo in the game. Kid Goku introduced the youth and Dragon Ball Saga category, the first unit in the game to um, lead two separate categories. He was really good, a really good buff at the beginning of the turn with 15, almost 16,000 attack. Um, he had this mechanic that I really hate. The more HP he has, the greater the attack boost, and he also had it for defense. He got key 1 and attack and 10% attack and defense at the start of each turn, up to 59. And he just built key indefinitely, I guess. And then he performs a crit when HP is 59% or less. And the point of this is to use it with the active skill, so it crits. So that's good. But it's once only. We'll get to his Easy A in 3 years. Then we get Easy A Tech Go Tanks. Very good. We got World Tournament Awakenings, a World Tournament Reward. Not really or that impressive. Then for Saiyan Day, we get Transforming Vegeta. Now, this is like the worldwide 2018 worldwide Goku and Frieza, where he goes from Super Saiyan 1 all the way to Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. He supported Pure Saiyans and also Super Class, which is good. This was a better leader skill than Goku and Frieza because they only did Super and Extreme Class. He stacked his defense like the others, attack and defense, and then more attack per keys you obtain. So he was kind of a nuker. And then the more you go up, the higher the attack buff, but the lower the nuke buff. And then so eventually you get to. Oh, this was just per key obtained. Okay, so all his stats go up, and then he stops raising his defense and just greatly raises attack. And then he gets 120 attack and defense plus an additional 10% per physical key sphere obtained. So very good there. We also got this banner unit, free to play unit here. We got these 2 Easy Aid. So that's the end of March. We start in April now. April is Goku Days in May. April is Golden Week, I think, at the end of the year, at the end of the month. We got Dokkan Fest hit with a bunch of SR Awakenings, a banner unit here, a banner unit here, and a banner unit here, and a banner unit here. So we see Tech hit again, double leader skill here. Universe 6, 170, and then Universal Survival Saga 150 with key 3 to both. He's stunned. He didn't really have an attack buff. He only got the attack buff on Super, and then more attack if the enemy is stunned. He debuffed the enemy for 2 turns, and he has a high chance to stun in his passive, and also medium chance to stun in his super attack. So he was decent. He got an easy A, so we'll get to that in 2 years, actually. Then we see a free replay Gohan. I mean, this Gohan was like kind of weird on release. Like he was like, if you're facing Bojack, like this is where like, look, if you're facing Bojack, you get a bunch of buffs like 40% attack and defense, and more 30 when facing 2 or more enemies. And additional if it's a movie, additional buffs if you're facing a movie boss enemy, and then you get more buffs if you're facing a time traveler enemy. So you're getting all this if you're just facing the Bojack team. Woo! All right, we get Tech Golden Frieza Easy A. I think AGL Golden Frieza's Easy A is way better. But nonetheless, he's doing damage reduction by 80% when HP is 50 or more, and then it just becomes 50 when HP is under 49. I guess the only downside to the AGL one is that he loses his damage reduction completely, I think. I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, that's Easy A Frieza. Then we got to Kale and Caulifla. Now, Kale and Caulifla, when they came out, they were better than every unit in the game. Yes, they were better than the Super Saiyan 4s. I don't care what you say. If you think otherwise, you're just sexist. No, I'm playing. But they came out and they were so crazy because when they came out, the Goku event had just come out as well. Or maybe the Goku event came out after. We'll see. We'll get to it. Maybe it came out before. I don't remember. But they were stacking defense on both supers. They had this buff, and then they built up dodge. They built up their attack for like the Universe 6 Joint Forces Pure Saiyans. And so you take them to the Goku event, and they're just getting a bunch of additional supers because Goku is Universal Survivor Saga and Pure Saiyan. So this procced twice. And then you get the hidden potential system. So it was very good actually. And then they just dodged like left and right. They got their easy, but it wasn't that good. But we'll get to that in the 4 years. Here we got Golden Week. Here we go. We got Fusion Zamasu and Tech Trunks. Um, they led Realm of God. He led Realm of Gods and Extreme Class. Trunks led Future and Super Class. He reduced damage by 40%, recovered HP, and then he fused into Fusion Zamasu, where Fusion Zamasu is just attack and damage reduction. Not really all that good. Trunks, he stacked his attack, but you transform very quickly. It's a passive transformation, so it's not an active skill. And when he transforms, he got attack and defense, and then he built up each turn, and then he stacked attack and defense. So for the Goku event, this guy was the best unit next to Kale and Khalifa. He got his EZA, but we'll get to that in 4 years. And then banning units, this guy was a very good defensive support, and she's like just very good support in general. All right, so that was April. Now we move on to May. May, I think May is Goku Day, but we get like story events. We get EZA Goku Black on JP. We got more free to play units. We got Dokkan Fest. What do we get for Goku Day? Oh, Goku Day was Fighting Legend Goku. That's when we got it in May of 2019. Stay hydrated, kids. May of 2019 is when we got him. And obviously Kale and Khalifa and Trunks were the best for that event. We got Goku, who led 2 categories again. He supported by raising enemy allies attacks. He had this, and then he got 15% with each attack received, up to 59. Transformed. This was not a passive transformation. He just transformed. This was a passive transformation. Sorry, it was not an active skill. You transform after 70 when your health is 70% or less, starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle. So this is good. You get him turn 3. If you get him slot 3, I mean, and then your health is under 70%, then he transforms as soon as he comes into the turn or to the attacking turn or whatever. He got an EZA, but we'll get to that in 3 years. What was that? All right, let's go over his Super Saiyan form. Okay. Well, in Super Saiyan, he stacked defense. He has a bigger buff, and then he got the attack right off the bat from just being hit. He had a medium chance to guard. Again, putting chance on guard is dumb. But once guard is activated, he just guards for the entire turn. And then he performs 3 crit. Performs high chance to crit for 3 turns after guard is activated. So that was April, and then we got an EZA for this free to play unit. That's not a big deal. No, sorry, that was May. And then we go to June. June we got an EZA for Buhan, and then we get LR. This was the part 2 to the end of May celebration, where we got LR full power Frieza. He was very good. He led the full power category, like Tech full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He was one of these units that sacrificed health when attacking. But he got all these buffs as well. So like, he starts with 80% and then more attack as he goes. As the lower he goes, just more attack, and then a bigger buff down here. He got his EZA, but we'll get to that in 20 years. I mean, in 3 years. Then we have a bunch of Dragon Ball heroes. I'm not really going over that. These were not good at all. I mean, Gohan was actually good. Trunks, sorry, Trunks was good. Gohan and Trunks were good, but the rest, I don't know. I'm not really sure. Okay, so why did we get heroes here? What the hell? All right. Or Dragon Ball Fusion. Sorry, this is Dragon Ball Fusion. No, it is Dragon Ball Heroes. Whatever, man. I thought Heroes was in November. All right, July. In July, we get Dokkan Fest. This was Tanabata. We got Dokkan Fest, Gohan and Goten. They were decent. We got a Battlefield LR here. Again, 2 categories. Oh my, dude, whatever, man. They greatly raise attack on both. They have this buff, which is stupid. What the hell is this? 50% on an LR. That's just dumb, dude. They launched an additional attack with a medium chance to super. They built up with each attack performed, and then they had an active skill, but they did not stack, so it didn't do that much damage. But they got their Easy A in 2023, so we'll get that in 4 years. We also got an Easy A to this unit. This unit actually not sorry, an awakening to this unit. We'll go over his Easy A2 here because he's just free to play. High chance he did counter though. High chance to evade. That's the first attacker. Damage received from normal minus 59%. And then counters with tremendous powers the second or third. His Easy A, he got a lot better because he got a bunch of these buffs and then he raised attack and defense, so on and so forth. Tech Broly got his Easy A. No, sorry, Physical Broly got his Easy A. Tech Broly LR for part 2 of the Tenebata. So Tech Broly, very good. He hit really hard in the beginning. Now he's not good. There's no defense at all. He got his defense on super. This when he transforms, you can trigger this for 1 turn, and he has like 10 million damage or something. It's crazy. And we get Physical Piccolo, and then Prime Battle LR Cell. Piccolo was good. You have to run him on Namek for him to transform. And let me get Nail as well, because he was very good too. He stacked defense, recovered health if health is under 77%, and he foresees enemy super attack. And when he transforms, oh my god, I hate this website, bro. He gets 120%, reduces damage by 40%, chance to perform a crit by 10%, up to 4. Again, this dumb buff, bro. And then foresees enemy super attack. Nail on the other side. Nail was crazy because Nail also stacked, and he performed an additional super if there's a Piccolo on the team, and then he reduced damage. Oh my god, bro! See this, bro? Whatever, man. He got this additional buff if there's a Piccolo on the team, and then additional super if there's like a Frieza or Cooler or whatever, and he stacks. I can't wait for his Easy A, bro. I really can't wait. All right. He got his Easy A. He became way better. So we'll get to that when we get to that. We got Farmable Vegeta, a bunch of Easy A's. This is like one event. They're all so trash. I think this guy was the best one, but now they're all just so trash. All right. So August, we're getting closer to the download celebration. We got Easy S tier Cell. We got more awakenings. Blah blah blah. Oh yes. August download celebration was Gohan and Cell. Now they were so good, dude. He led the Kamehameha category again. Abysmal separation of buffs here. He led AGL as well. He stacked on both supers. He got a really good buff, but the only downside is that they released an Android 16 with him that was not AGL. It was int, so you could not even run him on the team, and he wasn't even on Kamehameha. So the only time you're transforming is if you somehow find an AGL unit that's on Androids at that time, or if you're facing an Android. So like you never saw this form, which was a nuking form anyway. So you never saw that, but most of the time you just keep him to stack. Cell was good. Cell is very good. Again, he had this abysmal thing, bro. I hate it so much. I don't know why they were just spamming this. When he transformed, he healed you fully. And he got even better. So that's that. I don't really care about them right now. When we talk about their Easy A's, I'll talk about them more in depth. And we got more Battlefield stuff. We got Easy A's for these guys, LR, Androids, and that was it for the entirety of September. All right, we got to October. October was Int Future Gohan. Int Future Gohan was very good. He greatly raised attack, and he was leading 2 categories. He reduced damage by 58% when HP is 58% or less. He supported after his transformation. He just got the damage reduction outright. More attack. He lost his defense though, but he still did support. So that was good. And he did launch an additional super. He stacked attack. Why didn't you just give him defense? That's so dumb. Later on, we see Easy A's. I'm not really going to talk about that. And then we see a bunch of other awakenings. This guy was really good. He had a great chance to dodge, more awakenings, and then the best unit of the year, best Dokkan Fest of the year, Cooler. And the reason why Cooler was good is because he led a very good team, Terrifying Conquerors and Transformation Boost. He lowered attack and defense. He supported, and his final form was dumb because he guaranteed crit against Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans. He launched an additional with a medium chance of it being a super. He got a really good buff, 180% attack and defense, and he stacked his attack. He did not have an active skill though, but that was very good. And then just this unit sucks even after his EZA. All right, so then we get to November. We see more EZAs. Dokkan Battlefield here. We see LR got Goku, and then Heroes, and in November. LR got Goku supported both categories. It's so stupid that they give him hybrid chains because he's not on it. Ah, man. He greatly raised attack and defense, and then here for 3 turns as well on Ultra Super Attack. He did have built-in dodge, high chance to dodge for 7 turns, and crit for 7 turns from the start of battle. He did get defense based on how many pure Saiyans or hybrid Saiyans you have. It does not stack. So if you have both, you're not getting 22%. Actually, are you? No, yeah, you are. You are. It does stack. Actually, there is no unit that's on both hybrid Saiyan and pure Saiyan, so that's not even an issue. We get to the hero units. Very good, I guess. Android 17, he was alright. Okay. And we get to that's it, I guess. For that for November, December. Easy at AGL Vegito. He was not good at all. We get LR Goku. Super Saiyan Goku. That was against Super 7. Oh, so this is the second. This is the second part of the Super 17 celebration. LR Goku was good. Super Saiyans times. He gives him key 4 and then 130%. Greatly raised defense, lowered attack and defense and seals. Really good buff at the time, I guess, for an LR. And then, but he was a nuker as well, so that's why they gave him this. He got an EZA in 2023. We will get to that when we get to that. And then the what is this? Oh, and then the Christmas celebration was Goku and Vegeta. These guys were forgotten about so fast. Because again, they have this stupid buff. He introduced the Super Saiyan 2 category. He introduced Super Saiyan Otherworld Warriors, and he led Super Saiyan 3 as well. He led Resurrected Warriors. We'll get to their easy. Oh, there is no easy. Huh. All right, so it's December. All right, so now we get to January, the beginning of the year. We see more EZAs here, and just a bunch of a crap ton of EZAs. But yeah, that's it for the 4th year. The 4th year changed a lot. Now every anniversary we got a part 2 banner. And they're just I guess decent Dokkan fests, but they weren't the best. Next episode we will be talking about the 5th anniversary where we get the best units in the game's history. So we'll talk about that when we get to that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, stay hydrated and subscribe so I can get rich.